Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm not sure where you're joining from, but welcome everyone to our Tuesday's lesson, the STEAM lesson that we have today. But before we do anything, we always acknowledge and pay respect to the traditional custodians and elders of this nation and the continuation of cultural, spiritual, and educational practices of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people of Australia. So once again, thank you everyone. Some of you entered the platform early and we had some wonderful practice of reading and discussion about empathy and neuroscience. And once again, a big thank you to those students who did their research and sharing in the chat. And so I can see how keen you are to learn and to improve your skills and knowledge. This is just brilliant. So, as we discussed before, I'm going to invite some of the students who have not done their introduction yet. So I'm my first student who, if you can take the microphone, please, Ilaha. First student will be Ilaha, then will be Humaira J, Zakia, Nargis J, and Farzana. Ilaha, it's your turn to share with us the, the 5 facts about yourself. Over to you, Ilaha.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start 5 facts about Australia and myself. Well, Australia is one of the widest country, and Australia is a familiar name to the most of people because of its unique characteristics. First, Australia, one of the oldest rainforests is located in Australia, and it is about 180 million years old. Second, in Australia, there is more kangaroos than people. Actually, the kangaroos are quite well known among people and visitors. Third, football is a unique and prominent sport, and there are many football stadiums around Australia. The word selfie was invented in Australia, and it's really fascinating because we usually use the word selfie even so a lot, especially when we want to take a picture. Australia is the only continent with active volcano. And finish 5 facts about myself. I am quite good at learning, even since I was a child. The third fun, it's somehow a fun fact. At the age of 3 or 4, I had several names, and my name became Ilaha in the age of 4, finally. Before that, I had many names, and people used to call me in many different ways. Next, I am not an outgoing person. Actually, I'm not so sociable. Though I want to spend my time while I'm free with my family and friends. Thank you for your attention. Finish.
Thank you, Laha. That was, I can see that you have done your research about Australia, which is really impressive. And also, I can see that you're a very keen learner, and Humaira Nazari has written, "Great job, Ilaha. I enjoyed your fun and clear presentation about Australia and yourself. Well done." This is exactly what I encourage all students to do. Shukriya, first of all, you have to give feedback. Feedback is not well done. You have to see what exactly Ilaha has done well. She has done her research. She spoke clearly and confidently about Australia and about herself. Those are the positives. You have to say that, like Shokoria has said, you are very clear. And of course, she mentioned about the wonderful research that you have done. And Nigarin has written, you're understandable. Your facts and figures were very good. Try to use punctuation in your sentences to make it easier to understand. Well done, Nigarin. When you are critically listening to others, that's when you understand what you need to do when you are presenting. See, there are many benefits when you are critically giving feedback to others. Shukriya has written, everything was clear and enjoyable. Thank you for collecting important information. Yes, that is very, very important, that you need to say two things that she has done well. I would say she has done her research. There are more kangaroos in Australia than human beings, than people. That was funny. And that is true though. And it is also very interesting. Now, the second thing is that is what everyone has said so far. The research was good. Only thing I would suggest is when you're presenting, you have to pause in certain places so that people can understand better. Okay. So practicing how to present is very, very important. So you have to pause at certain places. Someone wrote about punctuation. That's where the punctuation comes, so that you understand where you need to take a pause, so that people will understand better. Now, thank you so much, Leha. It was brilliant. Well done. Next presenter is Humaira J. Humaira J, are you ready?
Yes, miss, I'm ready.
Okay. So, Humaira J, when you're ready, get started, please.
Okay. So, hello everyone. Hello to the dear students and to dear kind teachers.
I
Today
can't
I'm
hear
going
you.
to.
Yeah, speak louder, please.
Okay. Can you hear me right now?
Right now I can hear you. Now, yes, we
Okay,
all
good. So, first I'm going to start with things that you can only find in Australia or facts about Australia. The first one is Uluru is an Aries rock. It means it's a massive rock formation in the middle of the desert. You only can find it in Australia. The second one is drop bears are an issue prank. Australians love scaring tourists by warning them about drop bears, a fictional species of vicious koala that drops from trees to attack people. The third one is Vegemite, a popular Australian spread made from yeast extract, which many visitors find it unusual. The fourth one is Canberra, was chosen as the capital because Sydney and Melbourne couldn't stop arguing. Instead of picking one, they built a brand new city in between. The fifth one is Australians eat kangaroo meat. While most people see kangaroos as cute, Australians eat them. Kangaroo meat are usually sold in supermarkets. So now I'm going to talk about myself. I'm Humaira Jamali. The first fact is about me is that I'm an INFP, which means I'm a deep thinker, a dreamer, and someone who feels emotion very strongly. If you need someone to understand your feelings, I'm the person to talk to. The second one is I love anime, music, art, and manhwa. They are not just hobbies for me. They are my escape into different worlds. If you love anime too, we might have a lot of talk about. The third one is I like poetry because most of it comes from our own emotions and expressions. Sometimes we express what we can't say out loud through words. The fourth one is I was born on March 18, 2008. It means I'm 16. The fifth one is I'm from Afghanistan but currently live in Islamabad, Pakistan. My background has given me a unique perspective on life, and I love learning about different countries. cultures. Thank you for your nice question.
Oh, Humaira, that was brilliant presentation. I loved what you, the research you have done so far, and I was really impressed that you know about Uluru. Uluru is a very special, it's a historical place in Australia, and there's a lot of history behind, this is about Uluru. So I was impressed to hear that you mentioned Uluru in your presentation. At the same time, I also was impressed when you talked about Vegemite. Vegemite is a very popular, bread spread. Mostly people eat Vegemite. And that's also a good, fact you shared. And about yourself, I love to hear that you're a dreamer and you talked about your passion for music, for other arts. That was all very good. The only thing I would like to suggest is slow down a little bit, allow people to understand what you're talking about. At some point, the pace was too fast. And so when you're presenting, I would suggest that I try to slow down a little bit, okay? And thank you very much, Omera. That was excellent presentation. And I would like to see what your friends have written and what facts they liked particularly. And I can see there are quite a few people are writing. Soraya said your fluency and reading very nice. Alaya, thank you. I'll use, okay. Okay. Japanese anime. So now, Homera, your presentation was like a breath of fresh air. Wow, what a language you're using. That's brilliant, Humara Nazari. I loved how you shared your facts with confidence and calmness. And guess what? We have something in common, a love for music and anime. So that's fantastic. Maybe Humara Nazari and you can sometime give a presentation on your favorite music and anime. That will be fantastic. And thank you, Humara Nazari, for sharing your thoughts and writing such a detailed feedback. I really appreciate it. Lena has written, Humaira, your research was perfect and you speak so clearly. It was understandable. It was perfect. Thank you, Lena. Mina has written, wow, your speaking is very good, but I think if you could match your tone of voice with the text and change your vocal tone, I think what she means, Mina, means exactly what I said. I think if you slow down and project your voice a little more, that will improve your presentation. It's all good, Humara. Your confidence, Nigarin has written, your confidence was very good and the fact and figures were concise, good management of time, a bit slow down. Yes, let's just slow down a little bit. That's it. Thank you very much, Nigarin. Zarifa has written, it was amazing how you shared, dear Humara. Now, this is something I keep saying, just don't say amazing or good. You have to give reason why it was amazing, why you thought it was an amazing presentation. Shukoria wrote that you're fluent, your fluency, fluency was well and very good. Just present a bit slow. That's probably what she meant, Shukoria. Fatima has written, your project was good with a very good accent. Okay. Humaira Nazari, great job, Eliha. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now we are going to move on. Who's the next person waiting to? Thank you again. Let's move on to the next person so that we have other things as well. Zakia. Zakia, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Okay,
First of
Zakia.
all, thank you for giving me the time. to present my presentation. So I want to say firstly about 5 facts about Australia. First, unique wildlife. Australia is home to some of the most unique wildlife in the world, including kangaroos, koalas, and padpoise. And the second one, the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef, located off the coast of Queensland, is the largest coral reef system in the world, stretching over 2,300 kilometers. The third one, diverse landscapes, for waste deserts and tropical rainforest to beautiful beaches and snow-capped mountains. Australia's language are incredibly diverse. Indigenous culture. Australia has a rich indigenous heritage with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people have lived in the continent for over 65,000 years. Sport passion is the 5th fact about Australia. Australians are passionate about sports with popular activities including Australian rules, football, cricket, rugby, and swimming. And also, I want to say about 5 facts regarding my personality. The first one is resilience. I likely have the strength to overcome challenges and keep moving forward. Kindness. I probably show care and consideration for others in my life. Curiosity. I'm interested in learning and expanding my knowledge. Adaptability. I can adjust to new situation and environment with ease. Strength. I have the inner strength to face tough situation with courage. It was my 5 fact. So thank you for listening and your passion.
Thank you, Zakia. That was really well presented. You shared your research, and I can't praise enough about your thorough research, and it was impressive to hear that how you understand about you did your research about our rich indigenous culture. You talked about coral reef, and you talked about some facts as well, other facts, which was fantastic. And you talked about yourself, about your resilience, the courage, and you believe how you believe that kindness is also important in life. And it was very well, and your pace and of the presentation was not too fast. It was perfect. And I can see Miss Lily is also on the platform. Miss Lily, would you like to take the microphone and share your thoughts as well regarding Zakia's presentation? Thank you, Miss Lily. Hello, Miss Lily, are you there? Okay. While we are waiting, I'll read some of your students' presentation feedback as well. Okay. There are some more people are writing their feedback to Zakia. Nigarin has written that the research was great. You had spoken very well about the culture, language, people, and famous sports. Yes, I missed the sports. That's right. It was great for me. Keep the spirit up. Yes, thank you, Nigarin, for your feedback. Miss Nazari has written. Her internet is not working properly. That's okay, Miss Nazari. I understand things like this do happen sometime. While we are giving some feedback to Zakia, please, Nargis J, get ready. Farzana, get ready. You will have your turn next. Shakoria said, well done. Your confidence was very good and your research was beautiful. If you read your presentation before class, it will be wonderful. Now, listen, the key thing about any presentation is preparation. Preparation, preparation, preparation. Prepare yourself for any presentation, then the confidence will come automatically. You will be surprised to see your confidence level when you write down your presentation, practice reading it, ask someone in the family to give you feedback. Am I going too fast or am I saying the words correctly? If you're too fast, people will miss the information. Therefore, practice, practice, and practice. That is the only way to improve presentation. Zakia, your presentation was fantastic, but I would also say, please continue the practice, okay? Thank you. Now, who's next? Going to share? Nargis J and Farzana. Nargis, are you ready?
Yes, miss.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. In the name of Allah, about information of all of you, as you all know, the presentation, and I'm going to talk about 5 facts about Australia and 5 about me. First, I'm going to start about 5 facts. Australia. Australia is about a country and a continent. Australia is the only country that is also a continent. The Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is the largest living structure on Earth. It stretches over 2,300 kilometers and can be seen from space. Third, Australia is the world's smallest continent. Although Australia is often referred to as a country, it is also the world's smallest continent. It is the only country that covers an entire continent. Fourth, West Desert of Australia. Australia is known for its large deserts. The biggest, Great Victoria Desert, covers around 700,000 square kilometers. Fifth, Indigenous culture of Australia. The indigenous people of Australia have one of the world's oldest cultures, dating back over 75,000 years. Their art, music, and storytelling are important part of their traditions. And I'm going to talk about 5 facts about me. I'm passionate about music. Music is like a special world for me, and I'm always on the lookout for new songs and different styles to explore. Second, I have tried various sports. I particularly enjoy gymnastics and boxing because they help build both my physical and mental strength, giving me a sense of power and confidence. Third, I love reading books, even though I don't always have enough time. Whenever I get the chance, I love diving into books and learning new things. Fourth, my goal is to become a lawyer. I have always wanted to help people and make sure justice is served, so I decided to pursue a career in law and take steps toward that future. Fifth, I'm still in process of discovering myself. I feel like I'm always learning new things about myself, and this journey of self-discovery is ongoing. Thank you for your nice attention.
Wow, thank you so much, Nargis J. Your research is very thorough. However, you didn't rush that much. We understood what you wanted to communicate, and your research on Australia was also impressive. And I love to hear that you enjoy reading and you're thinking of a profession in a career in law because you want to help people. That was also high point of your presentation, which is really amazing to see that the reason you are choosing a career because you want to help others, which is fantastic. Miss Lily, if you're there, would you like to share a few of your thoughts about Nargis's presentation? If you can take the microphone, or the other way is to put it in the chat. Miss Lily, I can see you here. Thank you. I think people are having difficulty. Some of, like Miss Amandi couldn't join today because she's having, no, she doesn't have, she has other issue, the reason why she couldn't join today. But Nargis, it was fantastic. I can see some of your friends are writing in the chat about your confidence, about the way you delivered your presentation, about your research, which was really good, the facts people enjoyed listening to, the passion, your passion for reading, for music. Also, Lena has written that the sports, that's nice. She likes sports as well. Fantastic. Fatima's writing about your research. Was very good. Presentation was good with because you had good confidence. Now tell me, Nargis, a little bit. Oh, Miss Liz is coming back again. She had to leave probably. Nargis, I would like you to tell us how much preparation you had for this presentation, because it is important for people to understand and know why preparation is so important, why you need to practice. Could you tell us, Nargis, how much time you spent preparing for this presentation?
Yes, Miss. I prepared about get preparation about 2 weeks, and I think preparation is good because if you wanna have a good confidence, if you wanna speak fluently, you have to get preparation, and preparation is important for everyone to get, and that can be good for your presentation and to have good confidence and speak fluently.
Thank you. That is you to agree that preparation is important, and that's what you did, and that's the reason why your presentation was so good. And without preparation, people, you cannot really improve your presentation. And it's also important. First, when you write down about presentation, you brainstorm, you write the points that you're going to make. Then you do the research where you're going to highlight in your presentation. And then you practice reading it loud in front of a mirror. If you have a mirror, stand in front of a mirror, hold the book or exercise book or paper where you write, or maybe your mobile phone where you have written your research. Read it clearly. And sometimes people also do is they record themselves. Now, when you're saying things, record yourself and listen to your recording and say, where can I improve further? Now, first of all, write it down, read it, practice in front of the mirror, then record yourself in your mobile phone. Listen to it carefully, okay? If I'm going to say this, will people understand? Am I going too fast, too slow? Do I need to improve my pronunciation of certain words? This is how you will be reflecting on your own presentation and you will be improving it further. Thank you so much, Nargis Jan, for sharing. And now will be Fatima, I think, who's the last person.
Hello and my warmest greetings. It was me, teacher Farzana.
Farzana. Thank you, Farzana. Sorry about it. Okay, go ahead. It's all
No
yours.
problem. Okay, should I start?
Yes, darling. Start.
Okay. In the name of Almighty God, I hope you're all doing well and feeling healthy. My warmest greetings to you. And first off, I appreciate having been given the opportunity to present in front of you today, and thank you for having me. Well, my today's presentation will be divided into two parts. The first part, I will be describing 5 personal facts about myself. And secondly, I will be elaborating 4 facts about Australia. Now, let's dive into the first part of my presentation, which is about myself. The first one is the fact that I'm a sensitive person is why people are used to breaking my heart easily, and the fact that I'm a sensitive person is why I'm often sad and depressed. For as you know, people nowadays people are used to breaking others' hearts without even thinking about that, without even taking a second and thinking about that. Well, I'm a sensitive person, and that's a fact about myself that everybody knows, and people can break my heart easily, especially from those whom I expect the most and whom I love the most. They can break my heart, and they can make me sad and make me feel depressed, even with just a small word, or with even, for example, my mother, who means the world to me. Even if she just speaks louder to me, I would be my mood will be changed for the whole day, you know. And meanwhile, small things can make me happy. I'm a sensitive person, but small things can make me happy, like a small sticky note, which are a positive sentence about myself is written on that, can change my day. The second fact about me is that art is my passion. Art is not just my passion, it's a part of me. I can't think about living without art. Art is a part of my soul. I'm totally in love with sketching, painting, crafting, and everything related to art and relevant to art. Well, the third fact about me is that I have a lot of kindness in me. I'm a kind person, and it doesn't matter what the response of people toward my kindness is. If they respond the same, like they respond kindly to me, or if they just respond me with a bad attitude, I just continue being kind. For I just can't help being kind. And the fourth fact about me is that I'm a travel lover. I enjoy discovering different experiences, different lands, different cultures, various places. For example, tasting different foods, communicating with people from different societies, and such. And traveling is kind of my therapy. And the fifth and the last fact about me is that I'm a bibliophile. Bibliophile means that I'm a book lover. Actually, books are my escape. Books can take me to another world, in where I can live my dreams, I can meet my desires. And that's why I spend most of my free time reading books. This was all about the first part of my presentation. Now, let's get started with the second part of my presentation, which is about 4 facts about Australia. The first one is that Australia is a continent and a country too. It's the only country in the world that is also a whole continent, not just a country, and that's a fantastic and unique characteristic of Australia. The second one is it's home to unique animals. Like some animals are just and only native in there. For example, as all of my classmates mentioned, kangaroos. Kangaroos are only kangaroos are really a lot in Australia. The third one is that Australia has a stunning beaches. It has over 10,000 beaches, more than any other country. And the last one is that the last fact about Australia is that English, the official language, but many Australian people also can speak Italian, Greek, and Mandarin, and Arabic due to immigration. It was all about my today's presentation. Today's presentation was divided into 2 parts, 5 facts about me and 4 facts about Australia. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and thank you for your nice attention.
Wow, Farzana, that was brilliant. You know, there are so many things I would like to talk about because firstly, when you started your presentation, you actually shared an agenda. Now, agenda is like something you prepared the listeners, all of us, that what they're going to expect in the presentation. You talked about what was going to be the first part of your presentation, what we were going to expect in your second part of your presentation, and that showed how well organized you are. That is what telling me that you organized yourself so well. And guys, everyone listen and learn from Farzana here that it is a great way of sharing your presentation. Before you begin, you tell the listeners what they're going to listen during the presentation. It doesn't have to be a very long one. Just briefly say, this is what I'm going to talk about. And then Farzana, you identified your strengths and weaknesses, which is also brilliant because it is very, very important that we know our strengths, what we are good at, and what we can improve, the areas we can improve on. You said that you're a very sensitive person. And then you said also how your mother helps you in certain situations, and you just shared some examples, and that is fantastic. That is also important to share examples during your presentation. It's not only I'm sensitive, but what happens when you're hurt or when you're upset, or giving some examples help us to understand more. And also, you talked about your passion. Your art is your passion. And the words you chose to say that was beautiful. And you said that at some point, you said it's like the art, art is like your soul. And the vocabulary, girls, you use to do your presentation, it is very, very important. What word you choose to express yourself. So Farzana has done exactly that. She has thought about it very carefully, how to communicate her facts with you with very rich vocabulary and examples. That was brilliant, Farzana. You talked about your love for traveling. You talked about your love for books, that it is like an escape. Oh, wasn't that lovely to hear that? And I would be interested to know about what sort of books really intrigue you, what sort of books you love reading. And Farzana, your facts about Australia was also well researched, and which was really shared with confidence, and I couldn't find any errors in that. And but over to you, and you have plenty feedback from your friends, as some said, Nigarin has said, that you're about your fluency, about your introduction, and about the paintings, books. There were, all the things you shared. That was brilliant. And I would like to know, Fazana, from you, is there any particular types of books you love reading? Would you like to let us know? Thank you. Over to you.
Yeah, well, first of all, I should tell you that you all left me speechless with your good words, and I don't know how to thank you enough. And about the question you asked me about the books I love, well, firstly, I love reading novels, even if that's the type of novel I like to read. I can finish a 600 pages novel in one day and night, and I can stay up all the night to finish my book. Furthermore, I love all the fictional books to read.
Any particular author, Fazana? Any particular book that you love reading so far? Which one is your most favorite book?
Well, you might not believe me, but I don't have a favorite author. I love reading, and I don't even have favorite book or favorite author. I'm in love with all the books I read and with all the authors which who write the type of novels which are my favorites.
Okay. So what are you currently reading? What are you currently reading, Farzana?
Well, it's a Persian novel I'm reading right now these days.
Fantastic. Well done. Girls, next time when we meet, I might ask everyone, those who love reading, to share the books that you are reading. Currently, I'm in Vienna. I'm reading a book about Vienna. And maybe sometime in next 2 weeks, I'll tell you, or I'll share some of the photos I'm taking when I'm going around the city. Like today, after this class, I will go to see an exhibition, a museum, and I'm very excited about it. And I look forward to get some books from there as well. And I'll just share with you a book that I'm reading also. I'll go on video for a second. Khalid Hosseini. Oh, Nigarin. Oh, that's my favorite author as well. I love Khalid Hosseini's books. And in fact, I have read Thousand Splendid Sun. And, he's such a... Thank you, Fazana. You left us speechless with your organization, with your research, with your beautiful presentation. Okay, let's see if I can share with you the book. Can you see it? The title of the book is here. If you can read it. Okay. So this is it. And it's called Brave New World. It's a gift from my son. And it's written by Aldous Huxley. It's a very old book. I mean, old book means it was written very long time ago. Nigarin has written about Khalid Hosseini. He was a very contemporary writer, author. But Aldous Huxley, he was born in 1894. It's a very long time ago, but his book is still, people love reading his books because they give us a lot of hope. And also, this book is a prophetic novel. That's what they say. So I have got this book to read. I haven't read it yet, but I will read. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'll ask Alina. Some people have raised their hands. I would like to invite them to tell us what they want to say. One is the people they raise. First of all, I'll call Alina. Alina, take the microphone and let us know what you want to say, Alina.
Hello to all. I hope all of you are doing well. I just wanted to introduce myself because, as you mentioned, all the new students that they joined the class today, they have to introduce themselves. It was just the reason that I raised my hand. And it's my first day in class, so I just realized that I have to introduce myself as well.
Alina, thank you very much for taking the microphone and raising your hand. And I really appreciate it very much. My name is Paramita. I'm one of the teachers of this classes. And Alina, I don't know if you are aware that we had some guidelines for the classes, the presentations, I'm sorry. Alina, we asked the students to prepare 5 facts about themselves and 5 facts about if they can research about Australia. Now, Alina, you're very welcome to share about yourself, but if you want to prepare yourself and return back next lesson, not Friday, but Tuesday's lesson, then you're welcome to do that as well. It's your choice, Alina, if you would like to share today or if you would like to come back next Tuesday. What do you think?
I think it would be better that I introduce myself today. So by permission of all of you and by permission of you, ma'am, I'd like to start introducing myself. First of all, my given name is Alina. My surname is Khairi. It's like I'm Alina Khairi. And my birthday fall on 21st May 2006. It means I'm 18 years old. It is the second fact. The third fact is my personality MBTI type is INTP. The fourth is the 2 things that I like about my personality is being curious all the time. And as well, I like my laziness because it's my strength, not just weak point. And the fifth one is I'm a K-pop stan, and also I'd like to listen to music and travel all around the world if I have the money. It was all about myself and about Australia. I know just some fact about Australia. It's not much. The first fact is I think Australia is snowier than other countries, or than as I think. And the second is most of the Australian, they live in New South Wales. The third is snakes are worse than spiders in Australia. And the fourth one is Australia fought war against bird species and lost. But the fifth one is it's kind of a fact. Maybe it's not a fact, but I want to say that Australian people, they don't say no. Instead, they say no. It is like kind of funny fact for me. And that was all. Thanks for your nice attention. Thanks for paying attention. And that's it, teacher.
Thank you, Alina. You did it very spontaneously. And I don't know how much research you have done, but your presentation was very spontaneous. You talked about your laziness and you don't think it's a weakness, it's a strength. I found it very interesting. And because sometimes when you're resting a bit more than what you need, sometimes it energizes you even more. to function even better. If that's your reason for laziness, then it's fine. And I also love to hear that you're curious. Yes, we love to see students, particularly, they're curious. And if you're curious, you will not stop. You will continue your education even when you reach your older years. You will still, and that is a very important thing about life. Unless you're curious, you won't achieve much, and you won't, the life becomes boring, to say the least. And that is also an important thing I learned about you, Alina. And you said about Australia, they don't say no, they say no or something. I didn't make the difference much, but Australians, English is something I migrated to in Australia, let's say around close to 3 decades ago. And sometimes I don't understand what they say. Their accent is so strong. And that is not only for Australians, even for Americans and those who are in English, the British people as well. I find it hard to understand some of their accent, very strong accent. But that's okay. We have learned to live with all sorts of accents these days. And that is all about 21st century, because you mentioned and others also mentioned today that there are people from all over the world come and live in Australia. It's a multicultural community we have in every city, every state, and even the villages and the countryside. So you will find people from all countries of the world, like Italians, Greek, they came before, and then there were Chinese, there are Indians, Afghans. There are plenty of Afghan people in Australia. And they have their farms, they have their, I heard that I have to do some research to find out if Afghan people brought camels to Australia. I don't know if it is true or not, but I have to find out, because there are plenty of Afghan people living in Australia. And Alina, you speak your speech was the right pace, and you didn't rush. And that shows your confidence in your language skills, which is quite impressive. And thank you for sharing your presentation today. You didn't take extra time. That was fantastic. I would also like to say I couldn't find any flaws or anything I would like to ask you to work on. Probably the only thing I would say is maybe a bit of more research or preparation would help. I think you will just ace it even better if you spend some more time on research. But I think you did very well. You're on the top HD, high distinction level. So thank you again. I want to ask 3 other people, and there are plenty feedback. Please, Alina, go through what your friends are saying. Suraya has said your presentation was, you were confident, your accent was good, great presentation, thank you. You said, no, I'm sorry, I'm just going on. And the other one's Farzana's presentation. There are plenty down in the bottom. Okay, Alina, well done. Thank you again. I'm just going.
You're welcome, teacher. Sorry, you're welcome. Just I want to say that feel free to suggest me or recommend me any idea or your own ideas, because I'm really willing to know, to understand what's going through your minds about me. It's a bit chaotic that it's my first day and I'm asking everyone that please give me some ideas about myself or some suggestions. But it would be nice to hear you. That's all, and thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks for a nice speech and nice response against my speech. What I have spoken, yes, just thank you.
Thank you, Alina. That was good to have you in our classes. Hope you will find it beneficial because when you join a class, you have some expectation, and our focus is making you feel more empowered because it is not what I know I want you to learn. It is to encourage you to become more curious. You said that you are curious about the world around you. And many of the girls said the same thing. They're curious about the world. And we want you to do your research. We want you to learn. And we are here to support you. That's our job, is to make you more independent learner. That is our job, all your teachers' job here. So once again, welcome, Alina. Hope you find this. We have 2 classes every week, one on Tuesday, same time, and the other one is on Friday. They are run by 2 other teachers. So we usually have 3 teachers in this lesson, in this class, but today, for some reason, one teacher couldn't join us. Because of the internet issue, and the other also had some family issue. So anyway, welcome again. Now Zarifa is raising her hand. Zarifa, what do you want to say? Please share. Zarifa, over to you. Do you want to say something?
Yes, ma'am. The
Yes.
first, hello and good afternoon to everyone. I hope that will be fine. So it's more for it's my 4th time or 5th time that I want to share our presentation, but it didn't come any time. No problem. Now I want to share it. The first I want to say thanks from you. Thank you so much from your incredible hard work that you're providing support to girls in worldwide and empowering them to have other voices that we can share it in India. And I want to introduce myself. I am Zarifa Mohammadi and I'm now living in Pakistan. And I joined this group because of the amazing support, that effort, and I wanted to contribute in my own small way to this inspiring community. And so I totally admire you that your dictation, and I have always aspired to a strong and character that you responded. And now I want to say about fun fact about myself that I have the greatest service, and I have never give up, no matter how many challenges life has thrown at me. But I always find a way to adapt and overcome in every difficult situation. And also, if I have that ability, guide the people. So this is the fun fact about me, and about fun fact of Australia, I will share it to another session. And thank you for giving a time me this much.
Thank you, Zarifa. Thank you so much. You know what? Even though your presentation was very brief, you just spoke very briefly about yourself. I'm sure there's plenty you can talk about. But what I really like about your presentation, your sharing, is you talked about the positive attitude that you have, that you adapt. Things will be, in your life, there will be situation which will be very, very challenging and difficult times we all have to go through. And, it's embarrassing even if I talk about my challenges, what you girls are going through. It is unbelievable. But, every time my students talk about their positive attitude, how they adapt, how they, share their strength. And that I find amazing. That is something I learn from you girls every single day. And Zarifa, thank you so much for sharing it again on this platform, because this platform is where not only what the students learn from the teachers, but what we also learn from you every single day. And I appreciate you taking the microphone, Zarifa, and talking about yourself. And I sincerely thank you for that. And maybe once you do your research, you will return and talk about the 5 facts about yourself, even though you said very little about yourself today. But I'll look forward to knowing you more during the course of this learning, this journey. And Miss Nazari has raised her hand. She's our teacher assistant, and I am sorry, Miss Nazari, I have kept you there for long. Miss Nazari, over to you. Take your microphone, please. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. So first of all, I'm so sorry. I just joined a little bit late because our internet is not working properly sometime. So still we have some problem with connectivity. So however, just I would like to say that so all of their presentation were just impressive. I just listen to them, and like their hard work and their dedication are truly like I can say that admirable. So like their confidence and the research they conducted, and like the way they presented everything clearly, like show their efforts and commitment, like what I like they did, they organized the content and everything very well, and some of them just beautifully mentioned that thing in a bullet point. Just I like that. And it's a good opportunity actually for all of us who want to improve their language skills. So I really appreciate their active participation, especially in WhatsApp group. So most of them, they're very active, and they just written their thought and idea beautifully. So I really appreciate. I just learn from them. So just we should continue like this. And one thing more, ma'am, just I would like to say, from the beginning of our class till now, we just realized that one user we have by the name of iPhone. So several times I ask her or him to write their name or change their name, but he or she didn't listen. I don't know. Or maybe he or she, we don't know. So just I a little bit I can say that worry that
Miss, can I say something?
Yeah.
Yes, I have sent you my number several times and nobody add me in WhatsApp group. Is there any problem with my number?
Just let me.
Who is this speaking, if I may know?
Oh,
Miss Elahi Ashrafi.
Sorry, who is this?
No. It's another. Elahi Ashrafi, you also you already written your name, but we have a user only iPhone. There is no
No,
ilaha
no,
Ashraf.
I got it, that thing. But I'm not in WhatsApp group. Nobody joined me in WhatsApp group or add me in WhatsApp group.
No, I'm saying
So
another thing.
whenever teachers or my classmates say something in WhatsApp group or plannings about plans, I have no idea what's going on in class. Can you just add
ilaha
me in
جان
WhatsApp group?
ilaha جان اینجا نام
Yes.
خودت در امیال صنفه که جاین کردی نام خودت است به نام اله اشرفی یوزر خودت اله اشرفی است ایش مشکل نیست یوزر تو به نام اله اشرفی است معلوم میشه که تو شاگرد
بله فهمیدم ولی
Oh,
در WhatsApp group
guys,
نیستم.
please speak in English. Guys, I don't understand what you're talking about. It's very rude if you don't involve me in your
I'm
conversation.
so sorry, miss.
Yeah.
I was just telling Miss Nazari that I am not in WhatsApp group.
Okay, sure. I understand. Miss Nasari will do what is required.
Because
She's very helpful.
I have sent my number several times, so many
Okay.
times, but
No.
nobody
Listen.
add me in
Can I
WhatsApp
just
group.
say something?
Yeah, I'm sorry for interrupting.
No. It's okay. Look, if I were in your place, I would be sad as well. But we have to understand Miss Nazari has plenty thing to manage. She has the most difficult task. She has to listen to everyone, then follow the instructions, this and that, plenty things. So what I suggest you to put your phone number in our chat. You can give it directly to Miss Nazari. Not if you don't want to share with everyone, just do it direct chat to Miss Nazari, and Miss Nazari will follow this up. Okay, no problem. And you can share it with me as well, and I can forward it to Miss Nazari. And so I think we have to stop today's class, stop recording now.